Without love, pain, I can't get enough pain. I like it rough, cause I'd rather feel pain than nothing at all.
Hi YouTube, I'm back. It's September 8th. I know it's been a while since I updated in English, so I thought I should do this. The reason that I haven't been really able to post an update is because I didn't have time to make one. I finished all my exams for my first year of law school, and I'm waiting for 2 more grades to come in, and I'm not doing well. So far I've passed all my classes, but I have to have a certain average in order to continue on to my second year. Now, if you don't qualify for that, you have to go in front of a board that decides if you can continue to next year or not. Sometimes they make you redo the first year. There's all kinds of things. I did consult with my academic advisory, I guess you would call it. She's in charge of anybody who's already academic. That means already has a bachelor's degree. And in Israel, an LLB, which is basically a bachelor's degree in law, is a first degree. It's just basically a bachelor's degree, and it's not grad school of some sort. So I finished my first year. I'm waiting for 2 more grades out of 5, and my average is not very good, and I don't think my average is going to stand for the minimum required, so I'll have to go probably in front of the board. I did speak to my advisory. She gave me several recommendations regarding next year. I explained to her that my diagnosis is pretty new, I guess. That means my diagnosis came in around the end of April. The final diagnosis came out through May, and the tests and stuff really, started in June, so that wasn't very good timing. So she understands that, and she gave me several recommendations. A was to, apparently there is a group within the dean's office that is responsible for any student that has disabilities, and she advised me that I should go speak to them, talk to them, see what they have to offer. She also told me that I could go and there's discounted psychological therapy, because she said she doesn't know if I need it or not, and she says maybe if I am, that I should know that that exists. And the other thing is, she said that she said that I should consider splitting my first year, and that means instead of being another 2 years in school, I'll be in school 3 more years. And it's a very difficult decision for me to make. The second year is much more difficult than the first year. And it means that there would be another financial strain going on, and also psychologically I find it very difficult to accept that as a possibility. I have a month and a half until I go back to school, and I imagine that up to that point I'll be able to make my decision. The holidays are coming up here in about 2-3 weeks, so that would mean a very, interesting month. Also, another update, that's school, so that's one side. Financially, it's been going really bad. And in addition, I have a disability committee this week, and I'm incredibly nervous. I ended up taking a lawyer to help me. I'm getting a review, expert review. It cost a lot of money from an expert doctor for CFS, and she's writing me one, and I will go with that. I know that it's very difficult anywhere else to get disability, but here it's like they don't believe you, and the thing is, they are so difficult here. The national security, I guess you would call it. That's the equivalent. It's supposed to be a country it's similar to Canada in that perspective, and not, it's less capitalist. It's I don't know what the word is in English, so you'll have to excuse me. If I can figure it out, I'll post it with the video. And they make you feel very nervous, and they can be humiliating, and They don't believe, and the problem is no one to, you can't contest their decisions really, and you can only contest them once to one level, and that's to them. So that means it doesn't even make sense. And they're known for being assholes, pardon my words. So, because I thought, 400 pages worth prior to even having fibromyalgia and CFS were enough to prove that I have medical issues that really cause problems. And now every time I go there, I come back shaking. I mean, terrible. On the medical perspective and things, I had a fairly good time in terms of migraines in the past while. My back problem is getting worse. My leg problem is my pain in my legs are getting worse. It means it's very hard for me to stand sometimes. Because one of my places where my legs tend to hurt, the place in my body that tends to hurt the most are my ankles and my knees and my hips, and sometimes my pelvis. And it's getting worse in terms of sensation. I went to my rheumatologist just the other day, and he said to come back in 3 months. He recommended to take a higher dosage of Traumadex, I guess you would pronounce it. I have drops, and I have now pills, and the pills, he says, work for longer periods of times. And what else? Oh, here's something. Itching! Okay. I started having itching, and speaking of itching, I'm always itchy. I started suffering from itching about a year and a half ago, but the thing is, not to the degree that it is now. I started developing fibroproblem a year and a half ago, and the itching is just unbelievable. I first started itching in my chest and, breast, and my stomach, and now it's all over. I suffer from itching in all kinds of spots, and it's not my laundry detergent or lotions or stuff like that, because I barely use this stuff, and I did stop completely at some point, and it stays the same no matter if I spend about 3 days not taking a shower. So that means I'm not using my soap or my shampoo or anything like that, and I've changed those in the past year and a half. And I itch in places like, between my fingers and the back of my hand and my hands and my elbows. Oh my god, my elbows are like unbelievably itchy. And the side of your hips, or if you're wearing jeans or anything like that, you can't reach that spot. And what I do, if you're asking my recommendation, then I always have aloe vera cream in my purse, but I also have hand lotion, because I use it for sun protective reasons. It has SPF in it, and I just put that on, and I rub it, and I blow on it, and I try to make it go away. So he referred me to a skin doctor as well, dermatologist, and I'll go to my skin doctor. I do not have a rash, and apparently it's called prurites. And I found that interesting, because basically that word means itching. So it comes out as a medical diagnosis. Itching! I found that funny. I think that's it. My mood's a little bit better. I'm still feeling, I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous vlog, but I felt, and this I did tell the dermatologist, I felt like the Cymbalta might be causing slight depression. My mood is very low, and my energy is very low. I'm proud of myself because I had this huge pile of clothes and crap in my room, and the thing is, my floor is kind of gross and really needs to be cleaned, and I didn't do that all this time because I had that pile of clothes, which took a lot of energy, and now I folded everything, and I just have to put these 3 piles back in the closet, and everything's hung, and socks are matched, and underwear are put away, and everything. So I'm really pleased about that. It took a while, and I'm going to try to post this. I have to do 2 more vlogs for my Hebrew side of the channel, and I also have another YouTube channel that I'm going to do for my fashion blog, and I want to do that, and I have to call 2 people, and that's all my tasks. Oh, and I paid for my car license, and I have to get it tested and renew the insurance, and let's see what else I have to do. I have to go to the doctor and schedule an appointment for a skin doctor. Oh, also, I'm going to go this week to the diabetic clinic. And one of the things that was recommended by the diabetic nurse is to go speak to the social worker that works within the clinic. Is the camera focusing? Okay. And I'm going to do that. And I think that's pretty much it. That's the update. So, medically updated. School-wise, there's not going to be anything new, I think, for the next month and a half. You know, I have to wait for my grades, but at this point I'm pretty sure I have to go in front of a committee or the board, and financially nothing new except for the fact it keeps going downhill. And that's it. So by the way, if you suffer from itching, please post, let me know, and tell me what you do from it. I know that it's a phenomenon that's common, not only in fibromyalgia because your nerves get screwed up, but also in thyroid conditions. It's very common. So if you suffer with this for any reason, itching, widespread itching with no rash, let me know. Tell me how it started, when it started, and what you do to deal with it, and what does your doctor say about it. So that should be very interesting. I'd be really interested in hearing more from you. So that's it. See you later.